Good morning, everybody. It's TONIK TZW, and this is World of Warships Legends. I'm here in division with my buddy Full Potato Jack. I'm in the German Tier 4 destroyer, the T-22, and I think he is in the Zara. The bad thing about this game is there's an aircraft carrier in, which seems to happen every single time that I bring a destroyer into the game these days. And given that there's even more carriers coming into this game with the new Bureau project, it's getting a little bit tiresome and it's making a destroyer captain's life hard. And on the enemy team, they've got the tier 5 Serov. So we've been up tiered 4 to 5. This Serov is what a lot of people are calling easy mode for carriers, with their skippy bombs and their big torpedo spreads. Now we're pushing in towards our cap because we want to spot the red team. I know that the way the game loads teams on this map, that the carrier is going to be near A cap, not on C cap. But we're not going to go straight into the cap. We're going to sit and watch for the red team going in. And up pops the T-61, who is my German destroyer counterpart, but at tier 5. We hit the brakes, we're going guns. He is a clever little gunboat too. I'm lucky in that I have got some backup behind us with FPJ. But I lose my engine. I pop my smoke, give me some cover, because he has fired his guns, but he's got sonar, and I don't. So I'm going to move out of here before I start taking full salvos off that battleship behind him. But we got to stay in the gunfight, because we are literally fighting for survival at this moment in time. And we're also picking up some cap resets off this, guys, which is always helpful for the XP at the end of the game. So we win the gunfight on that one. We've traded about a third of our health on that. Here come his torpedoes, and I take a trip to the beach. Albeit very briefly, and I escape those torpedoes by the skin of my teeth. Now the Fushun here has come in to help us. Now, he does have some nice little guns on him, and I have had a Kraken in the Fushun. But we've got a Farragut running straight in, and all three of us are going to lay fire into this guy. And whatever you do in the game, guys, if a destroyer is spotted, lay the fire onto it, get it off the map. It is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier later in the game, when these stealthy little ninjas are not sailing around firing murder fish, are you? So those torpedoes that I put through the cap weren't necessarily to kill him, but they were to prevent him from having any movement through this side of the cap. And as you saw, he had to pretty much keep going in a straight line. And, well, that let us focus fire him, and in the end, when he did try to turn away from them, he hit one and disappeared. Now the Omaha out there is giving FPJ a full broadside. We've got a Congo out there as well, who doesn't really seem to be in a position to help. But we're looking at our torpedo range, see where he's at, and that Omaha gets slapped. I think that was a double Citadel from FPG on him. And the Omaha thinks twice about what he's doing and decides to head away from us. But I'm looking at this Congo, who seems to be just doing the worst thing in the world when there's a destroyer around, and sailing in a straight line. So we get our torpedoes out against him. We go to turn and use this little island for some cover, because with that Omaha out on our flank, we don't exactly want to be lining ourselves up for all of his guns. Now the Congo gets some shots off, and I think that might be his only contribution to the game, because with all those torpedoes running straight towards him, he's in a very bad spot. We land 5 torps on him. We get a dev strike, and I think we pick up 41,000 damage. So I'm looking for my next kill. But I actually run behind the island on this one, and can't get my guns onto that Omaha. But he's dead anyway. But he is dead very shortly. So we have successfully taken on 4 ships on our side of the map. With the 3 of us, the rest of the team so far have accounted for 1 ship between them. Red team have sailed straight into the centre of B cap, and they have taken that. So that is going to be the place that we contest next. Now, it's not really the best situation to be in going into a close environment like this with 2 battleships. But if we are going to win this game, we're going to need to knock some more guns off the map. We have 3 kills so far, 1 dev strike and just over 50,000 damage, but that is going to start going up before things take a turn for the worst. We see the Ismail there. We know we're not in detection range, but he's also out of torp range, so I'm going to turn in towards him. Now, the best thing he could do is sail straight out of the bottom end of that cap, because all he's got is the cruiser and the destroyer. So we put our torps in against him, but the carrier is going to come and find us. We know the Bayern is following in the same direction. So we're going to turn, get ready from him. We are spotted by the planes, and we are going to nudge this rock to stop, hit our smoke screen, and we're going to back out of it and change the angle we were facing when the plane spotted us. Now that Ismail grants us a high caliber, and then very quickly grants us another devastating strike. Now the Bayern is our next victim. I'm running Blue Ferrora on this, so I've got quite a good torpedo reload, and I am timing my run from cover to coincide with my torpedoes becoming available. Now he is very short range. I know his secondaries are going to start lighting me up. And looking at him, I'm thinking I only need 1 salvo of torpedoes to finish that guy. FPG's got him on fire, and I'm thinking this guy is dead. But to be certain, we'll put those into his turn. Now we get a full salvo hit on that, but you'll notice that I didn't get the kill. It gave it to FPJ with his fire burns. So we actually missed out on Kraken number 5 there. So there are 2 ships left in the game, another T-22 and a carrier. And this carrier is going to make my life miserable. Now, I don't know what this T-22 was thinking, but I think he might have had engine boost on, because he completely overruns a smoke screen. I've put some torpedoes out there already, thinking he was heading for the other side of the map. Or did I? No, they were somebody else's. Or were they mine? But we're going to stay guns on this guy. He is going to try and stay skinny, but he only has 1 turret that he can get on me. So I am doing more damage than he is. I think he realises this. He turns. We pick up a Confederate on 127,000 damage, and we briefly lose sight of him, but we are still spotted by the planes. I'm wary of torpedoes coming up this way, so I back out very slowly, but I notice that his engines are out. That torpedo is looking sweet, and we give him a little tap on the backside, and we pick up Kraken Unleashed number 75 with 131,000 damage. And that leaves the carrier in the game. But the match doesn't end here, because we've only got the 1 cap. They've got 1 cap. It is being turned. And I think you can say we get a little bit greedy. But do we get a little bit greedy, or is the Serov OP? I will let you make your decision as we go through the next few minutes of this match. So we sail into B cap, but I think the general consensus is we are all just going to sail straight through, find the carrier, kill it, and get this game over with. As I said, I'm on 5 kills. potentially that should have been 6, but I'm not one to deny a division buddy a kill. He did have the fires on it. Now the Fusion that was with us has kind of gone a long way around the sort of northwest side of the map, but he is coming in at a fair rate of knots. We lose FPJ to the carrier because that guy has just been spamming bombs relentlessly through this entire game. But between us, myself and FPJ had 6 kills at this point. So the rest of the team has accounted for 2, I think. So we get a little bit greedy. We start pushing in to get this carrier and get this match over with. Now I've got no engine boost left. I'm on about 1/3 of my health. And I see the bombers coming. Now there's no point in me turning off my AA guns here. He knows that he has got 2 destroyers and a carrier. So I may as well leave them on and try and mitigate some of the damage. But it is not going to be pretty. Using the torpedo indicator, we can see that he's like straight line behind the mountain. Looking at the mini-map, we can see that he's against the side of the island. So he isn't exactly going anywhere. But here comes the first set of bombs from the Serov. We luckily avoid them. He's bombing me from the rear, I think, just to give me less opportunity to see where he's coming from. But I want this 6th kill, and I do a greedy thing here. I tell this guy to get back because I want it. He gives me a negative because he wants the kill too. And then, as they say, it is going to be very much over. Now, if you're telling me that the Serov is not OP, with his easy mode bombs, and I rewound that bit and I played it 3 times, and he hits me with 3 bombs at point blank range. But anyway, we got the Fusion here. He's running in on this carrier, so he's pretty much guaranteed this kill. He turns, he launches his torpedoes. Now I'll give this carrier his due. He has been a very, very good player. The Fusion misses everything. Now that is like, I don't know. It's like being stood in front of a target with the barrel of a rifle against the bullseye, pulling the trigger and still missing. If anything, he should have done 3, kept sailing by and put 3 on the other side. But we can't sort of think or can't know what other people are thinking in these games. But he starts going guns, and again the Serov absolutely clatters him with bombs at close range. And no sooner has he got 1 squadron down than he's got another squadron up. Because with a lack of ships around to take care of those bombers, he's regenerating his planes. Now the Serov smokes up, having missed his torpedoes. Or should I say the Fusion smokes up. He's going guns onto the Serov. But he needs to keep it spotted because nobody else can for him. The Serov is going away as fast as he can. The DD comes out of his smoke. And just like that, another full salvo straight on top of a destroyer. And he's gone too. So neither of us picked up that kill because we both got a little bit too greedy. The clock is ticking down. It's carrier versus battleship, and if you want to know, that battleship has been AFK for pretty much the entire game. I think he hit reverse and got disconnected. So we've actually played 9v8 on this one. Serov is coming again with his bombers on our carrier this time. He spanks him. Our only saving grace is that the other battleship is so far away he can't be hit. But the clock is ticking down. 10 seconds to go. And I think we've pretty much got this one in the bag. $131k, 2 dev strikes, Kraken, high caliber, Confederate, 3,166 of base XP, 6 kills for the division, and it's not a damage record, but that was a very, very hard, fast fight with some good decision making, and then one very poor decision and getting mullered by the Sky Spuds from the Serov. But again, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do go down and click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, tell me what you thought of the video, tell me what you thought of the gameplay, and I look forward to seeing you all on the channel next time. Take care and goodbye.